Hey there, everybody. This is the LLiveshow, and I'm Luke Cogliano. So, first off, Sucker Punch is quite an interesting film. It's something that has a really fresh and interesting concept. It was really fun to follow, and it was just something that seemed really new, and the whole idea of the whole story was really quite interesting, and I loved how they weaved in the idea of using your inner strength to conquer your exterior opponents and barriers in life. The whole idea of having this character baby doll immerse herself in the form of dance is just something that was really new and seemed very original to this kind of dreaming and escapist concept. And it was something that just felt really interesting, and the whole idea of this short instance becoming a grand adventure and just turning into something that she wanted to believe, and something that she was really hoping for was really spectacular. As always, because this is Zack Snyder's film, he just goes out and above with some incredible special effects and incredible visuals that are just out of this world and completely mind-blowing. It's something that he always throws in a little kick, and he makes sure that you'll have a great time, and this was definitely one of those moments you could just feel every second of these scenes, and you really felt close to the action the whole time. With the dancing being such a big part of this story, and them not showing any of this, I thought that was really a kind of a mistake, and they should have incorporated a couple flashbacks of an action scene back to reality when she's dancing, and that would have just made it, at least for me, flow a little better and just keep the story rolling at a smoother pace. Because without that, it just seemed like the story was a little bit rushed throughout most of this movie, and I didn't like that they were kind of just going from one step to another really as quickly as they did. It made the movie feel a little unrealistic, and just kind of made it feel a little dull at sometimes, and just, oh, they're just going to keep moving this. There's not really any time to develop, and that really just spoiled a lot of what could have been really great. What really threw me off at the beginning was this whole double storyline of having her in the mental institution and her in the dance school. Because it was such an odd transition from one to the other, it kind of took me a while to grasp what the reason was for this, and why everything was kind of flowing as it was. The way I thought of it was that Baby Doll is kind of seeing this as her interpretation of really what being a mental institution was like, and just kind of her way of avoiding the pain that was going to that, and then having the next step being jumping into these action-packed scenes where she is defending and uh, conquering all sorts of obstacles and that sort of thing. Just kind of having more and more layers and layers of just ways to prevent her own inner pain. There were many ways that this could have been interpreted, but that's kind of how I took it, and just kind of how it seemed to roll for me. In this story, there are a few little twists, and most of them just seem really stale and predictable. Like towards the end, when Blondie gives up the names of her partners in crime and kind of lets out the secret of who's been playing to escape and who's been stealing things from all these people in the facility. This might have just been because some of the actors were new and didn't really match up for the challenge of having this really complex story and really complex design of of a concept. So it seemed like some of these twists in the story were just really unnecessary and really just kind of sad at some points and just not worth adding at all. So this is a really great movie. It's absolutely fun to watch, and it's absolutely worth it to see it on the big screen. And I actually saw this in IMAX, and that was absolutely incredible. So if you get a chance, see it in IMAX or see it on the big screen, because it just won't be the same on your small TV screen at home. So you should definitely make sure to check that out, because it's just an absolutely fun time, and the story is a lot of fun. So Girl Walks Into a Bar is this movie that I just stumbled upon online. It's a movie that's completely free to watch on YouTube, and it was actually made for distribution online, and you can watch the entire hour and 40 something minute movie completely free on YouTube. It's absolutely amazing that this is available and that this is really happening, because if this grows, it's just going to be the next step of major distribution, and it'll be really interesting to see what comes out of this business. For this movie, they really picked up a surprising and very outstanding cast, with a lot of names that you can recognize and a lot of faces that you've seen before. It's just really bizarre that they've collected so many people for this small and new sort of idea, and this new sort of technique of kind of announcing a film and releasing a film. The story in this movie is really fresh, and it keeps your interest the entire time, with all the back and forth between the locations at the bars, and you really have a great sense of a pace throughout the entire film. There's never a dull moment. You're always laughing, or you're always intrigued, and it's really great that they did so much for this little public movie. All the actors and actresses give absolutely strong performances. They really know they really know that this, being as new as it is and being the first of its kind YouTube as a YouTube distributed movie, that they really have to make this as good as they can, and they absolutely work over the top the entire time and make sure that this is absolutely wonderful. And I was completely impressed by all of them, and they did an amazing job. This movie even has a lot of great dialogue and a lot of really powerful wording, and it's some there are a lot of it's a very quotable movie. Um, there's a lot of fun interactions between these stories that are being told the entire time, and all the characters have great chemistry, and they work all as a team, and they've really come through to make this as great a movie as it could be, and it's just absolutely outstanding what they've accomplished. So because this movie is online and it's completely free to watch, I'm going to post the whole thing in the description down below so you can all watch it and see what you think, because you should definitely check this out. It's absolutely incredible, and you can have plenty of time to do whatever else you want to do after you watch it, because it's a pretty short film. That's the end of this episode. I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, post a video response, and give a thumbs up. So today's question of the day is, with Zack Snyder's new film Sucker Punch being out in theaters right now, and his new movie Superman Man of Steel coming out in a little while, are you excited for this film, and will you go to see it? So leave me a comment about that and just tell me what you think of the film. So I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Make sure to come back next Monday for more reviews. Can I resist?